Alright guys, jumping into the final round of the tournament, this time going against the Kilika Beasts. So, we're here for Volley Shot 3. We faced the Kilika Beasts before, slash original Aurcohs, whatever you want to call them. I'm pretty confident we can probably take this game as well, but let's see what happens. And then Good Morning is the top scorer prize. I don't know if we can actually learn Good Morning, honestly. Like, I feel like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like we've already learned it, like, to the max. Like, everyone that can learn it has learned it. But I could be wrong. It definitely feels like it's been a prize for a long time, just in so many tournaments. So, you know, we'll see how it shakes out. Volley Shot 3, though, last game we actually confirmed. Every single person on this team can learn Volley Shot 3, with the exception of Nizarut. He is not able to learn it, at least at this time. So then I guess the question is, who do we teach Volley Shot 3 to? Because that is important as well. We'll figure it out, right? Should be fine. Yeah, let's push up here. And then, I mean, this is looking pretty bad for Keepa. And there it is, 1-0, easy peasy. Just after a minute passes. And we've already gotten that first goal in. I mean, they're going to start with the ball, though, so potentially they pass to Waka, Dado, and then they push out a goal. And if they do, then we're playing a little bit of, not really catch-up, but we're having to respond to their actions. If we get a lead, even like a goal or two ahead, even 2 goals or 3 goals ahead, like, it's going to be over. Pushing with Letty here, I don't love this. I don't know, it feels like it doesn't set him up for really anything. Passing Dado makes the most amount of sense here because the way that tackle worked, you've got that left side strong. Encountering everyone else again doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, you know what? We're gonna Kilika Beast / Aurcohs, whatever you want to call them. Let them do whatever they're gonna do, I guess. Try to sleep Vorja, not gonna happen. Pass to Letty. Letty could make it. It's not an impossibility that Letty scores a goal here. That's actually gonna be wild because he's currently second in the top scorer position, and I never really expected Letty to score on us, honestly. Not a very good super goalie, but doesn't matter. Nizarut says not today. Able to actually stop the shot from Letty, and the turnover here is, this puts their team in a very, very bad position because they need to get the ball back. If I score again, they're 2 points down. All in all, this is looking fairly grim for the original Aurcohs. I don't know what they do here. I don't know what they can do here. I mean, and then Iskin's got 70 endurance. We can kind of use him as that tank to just kind of soak up the attack. I mean, Jasu, unless you have an attack that's going to raise your attack by, 20, it doesn't matter. He doesn't even touch Iskin. And this is just, everything just looks to be falling apart for them. 2-0 already. I don't want to say this game's over, but this game's over. That might be the definition of calling it early, but because we're ahead by 2 points, they have the ball, which is good for them, but we can always respond with a goal. Unless they score on, like, I don't know, let's paint a scenario. So let's say they score at the very end of this half, then it puts me in a bad spot, and then they start with the ball in the second half. Like, it's one of those things where you play to the most likely scenario that's going to happen, and we've just slept 2 of their players. We have ball control. Iskin's a monster. Like, it's so unlikely that this happens, and it's so likely that this shot makes it that, I mean, I think this is just, curtains closed on their team. They poison Iskin, but too little, too late. I mean, it's the definition of that. We're going up 3-0. I mean, I'm feeling confident enough to just pull Nizarut out of goal to get him experience. Like, this is, I don't know, the original Aurcohs have not been threatening so far. I might release him from this team because I think we've proven what we're gonna prove. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's over. Like, I don't see any sort of, like, what do they do here? Can they do anything? It feels like no. Because these games are turning out very, very very, very winnable for us. I mean, Dotto going for the shot here definitely could make it if Colkin didn't wipe him out of existence. But, you know, sometimes that just happens. Pass to Iskin. I don't think he's going to be able to make a goal, but he's our best chance, and we got to go for a last-minute shot on goal, of course, just because we have the opportunity. I don't think that would have made it regardless. But 3-0 going into the second half. I mean, it is tough to be an Aurcohs right now. Or it's really confusing with the team names. I wish I could change my name to the Kilika Beast. Let's actually do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to pull Nizarut into the field. And then we're going to focus a little bit more on getting Nizarut some experience. I don't know, at this point I really just don't respect their team. They just it's so doubtful that they pose a threat. Like, what are we supposed to be worried about here? Like, where is the silver bullet on this team that's going to stop us? I mean, you could argue Dotto, you could argue Waka. They're pretty solid players actually. But when you look at the defense with Jasu and Bada especially isn't very good. Letty is just not. He's just not having an impact, you know what I mean? Like, it really is just kind of like they showed up and that's all they really did. They haven't really made any sort of a dent in us. I might leave this team signed together for a bit longer, but at this point I definitely don't anticipate having trouble with them. Like, they just, you know, they're kind of just hanging out. We're hanging out. We're winning games. They're losing games. And it was a really fun experiment, I guess, because we did lose games. We did have close games, but I think I mean, I don't know what more we prove, you know what I mean? Like, we've kind of passed the barrier of difficulty with them. And now other teams, I mean, I guess this team is still the toughest team in the league outside of us. But even them, they just don't cause a problem. I guess what we could do is we could release their contracts, and then we could make a custom team out of the current free agents that we think is the best team. Not change their levels. I mean, I guess we could change levels, but essentially make a new threat team. You know, make a new team that's threatening. Make a new team that's actually gonna cause us some trouble. Because at this point, the Aurcohs, original Aurcohs, they're just not they're just nothing more than a thorn in our side. You know, not really a obstacle that we worry about. It is crazy how they've been winning games though, because at least it feels like every single time there's a game to win, they're there winning it, and then they show up and face us, and then it's, you know, the honeymoon is over and it's time to take a loss. They've been the most consistently second out of any team, I think, at this point. They've definitely ruled that zone. Probably not a compliment to say they've been consistently second. But yeah, I mean, it looks like we're actually in a position where they're not going to bother us, though. They're just kind of cool with us doing whatever we're going to do. So we're getting some experience, of course, for Nizarut, experience for Larbite. I mean, not much else to say besides that. This is definitely extremely useful for the level ups, of course, because without this, Nizarut would be like level 2. I mean, not that bad, but he would be very, very low level. And it just wouldn't be as easy to get techniques with him. I mean, even at this point, I mean, it's not super easy getting techniques with him already. So it's not like we definitely made it like super easy to get techniques. We've just, you know, eased one barrier of difficulty. Passing Nizarut, and I don't think Dotto's gonna wake up anytime soon. The only time that timer runs to wake up the player is when we're moving, and we're not moving really at all. Like, we're moving a second at a time, so we could probably pass for another, like, I don't know, maybe like 5-10 minutes and be fine, and Dotto just would not wake up. Yeah, that's definitely one thing that could be adjusted in this game is the timer for waking up is obnoxiously long. And mostly to our favor, honestly. It generally doesn't punish us. It just generally punishes the opponent, which isn't ideal because the opponent's already not super difficult to beat. But what are you going to do, right? Anyways, it's going to be 3-0 ending this game. A lot of experience ideally gained for Nizrut and Larbite. That's good. That's good to see. So we get some level ups for sure. Level 65 Larbite. Got HP, Endurance, Shoot, Catch. Vorja level 66 with more HP, Endurance, Pass, Block. Nizrut level 60, increasing everything except Speed and Shoot. So definitely a good time. You see these stats really come up. Now the big question, who are we going to give that Volley Shot to? I'm thinking Iskin. Oh my gosh, I misclicked. Alright, I'm thinking Larbite. Hey, and Iskin learned Good Morning. I guess we did have a player that could learn it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.